Professor Franz Ollendorff, founder of the Viterbi Faculty of Electrical and Computer Engineering, laid the cornerstone for what has become one of the world's leading and most respected faculties. He inspired generations of scientists and engineers and was among the academic visionaries of Israel's high-tech industry. He was a man of science and technology and contributed greatly to both. Ollendorff was among the founders of electrical microscopy and made many important contributions to the field. He brought to Technion the scientific and technological standards of the world's finest institutions, and to a large extent set the standards for the Technion for years to come. For many years, I have served as director of the Ollendorff Center, established by the German government. The center commemorates one of Israel's greatest scientists and much more. It is our duty to document and preserve Ollendorff's legacy. Franz Ollendorff was born in Germany in the year 1900. He was a pioneering physicist in the study of magnetic fields, working at the Technical University of Berlin. Franz Ollendorff was a well-known and widely respected scientist who collaborated with the finest physicists and engineers of his time. He was a contemporary of Einstein. Many of his colleagues considered him the leading theoretician in electrical engineering. It's interesting because he was present at the time in history when there were personal disputes among eminent Nobel Prize-winning scientists who supported Nazis, such as Leonard and Stark, who viewed Einstein's Jewish physics as theoretical, philosophical, and detached from reality. Ollendorff was the one who knew how to take theory and extract concrete predictions, which, for example, led to the development of the microscope. By 1933, he had completed 3 volumes containing the entire theory of electromagnetism. With the rise of the Nazi regime in 1933, like many other Jewish scientists, Professor Ollendorff was dismissed from his post. However, universities throughout the world expressed interest in him. Within a very short time, he received offers from the Technion and several American universities. Without hesitation, Ollendorff chose the Technion. Conscience is something everyone must recognize and determine what it says and what his conscience tells him. There were 2 reasons for his choice: his commitment to the future of the Jewish people in general, and his personal commitment to the Jewish children he taught at the Jewish school in Berlin. He even arranged for his mother to send some of his pupils to England. He did everything he could, despite the restrictions imposed by the Nazi regime, to safeguard these children's futures. In Yiddish, it's called Mensch. He chose to teach at the Youth Aliyah School in Berlin, and in 1937, Ollendorff immigrated to Eretz Israel and joined the Technion. That was very lucky for us, because he was a far greater scientist than anything known here at the time. In parallel to establishing the Faculty of Electrical Engineering at Technion, out of a sense of mission to educate and nurture the younger generation, Ollendorff devoted his time to teaching at Bosmat, the technical high school affiliated with the Technion. We barely knew elementary physics, and he taught us electronics, philosophy of science, and physics. He managed to make science engaging and accessible in his very special way. His very first lesson was about vacuum tubes. He described the cathode in the tube as the burning hot floor of a room, with us jumping like electrons. An amazing analogy that stayed with us for years and from lesson to lesson. The blackboard always looked like a book with colorful illustrations. A student once went to consult Ollendorff about modeling small signals. At that moment, a light bulb in Ollendorff's office exploded. Ollendorff pointed to it and said, "You see? Understanding exactly what happened there, that's electrical engineering." I was considered one of the Ollendorff children, having studied under him at Bosmat. Like all his students, I found in him a virtuoso, an absolute master of science. Over the course of his career, Professor Ollendorff passed on his deep knowledge and understanding to countless young scientists and engineers, many of whom went on to become key international figures in engineering and technology. I first met Professor Ollendorff as a student. Later, I became his assistant. He proposed a fascinating project in electrophysiology and electrocardiology. Some results of that work are saving lives to this day. I learned the interdisciplinary approach from Professor Ollendorff. Professor Ollendorff's dream was to develop Israeli industry and to strengthen the resilience of the Jewish people. I suddenly realized that Elbit is the fulfillment of that dream. It's an example of a fruit that is picked today as a result of the roots that Ollendorff planted through hard work. I've always regretted that Ollendorff isn't here to see the fruits of his labor.
Since Ollendorff founded the faculty about 85 years ago, the faculty has continued on his path of excellence and expanded to cover nearly every field of electrical engineering, signals and information, computer engineering, applied physics. We are proud to have prize-winning faculty members. Today, there are about 2,500 students. Around 30% of them are women. In keeping with Ollendorff's legacy, we emphasize comprehensive fundamentals, the mathematical and physical principles at the heart of every subject.
Professor Franz Ollendorff's legacy still reverberates throughout the Technion and beyond, in the knowledge he imparted, the foundations he laid, and the inspiration he passed on to future generations. Looking ahead, one will have to deal with new applications.